Tonight, again, I want to welcome all. I heard a lot of great loyal voices, and I adore you, and thank you so much for being on the call. I heard a couple names I hadn't heard before, so welcome on the call as well. We are going to discuss the core and the heart of Boresha, and the number one reason to why we are all here, and that is the most important person in our company. So that makes it a very, very, very important topic of discussion tonight for the next 45 minutes, and that is our beloved paying customers. That's right. Without customers, none of us, we would have an opportunity. I would not have a job. I would not have dream. We truly, every morning when we wake up, we work for our customers. And without a healthy customer base, no business will be in business. And we can't keep and sustain our doors to stay open. That's not just Boresha, that's every single company. So the lifeblood of our company, first and foremost, is our customers. So we're going to talk tonight about our customers, how we acquire customers, and how we retain the vast majority of these customers. We're not going to keep all, but what are the things that we need to do, number one, to acquire these customers? What does that look like? How do we go about doing it? And then we're going to discuss the most important thing, what are the necessary steps we need to take as professional sales people, because that's where we are, to retain these customers. Your immediate goal, we have three categories primarily of customer markets. Number one is your hot, sizzling, warm market, okay? This is not just warm, it's hot and it's sizzling. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. And that's really asking these people, that warm market, again, that could be dad, it could be mom, it could be sister, it could be brother, it could be best friend, it could be my doctor, it could be my grandmother who's 97 years old. I never want to be in business with my grandmother, for heaven's sake. She's 97 years old. But she would support my business because my business is going to get me somewhere special to her and to me. And that's the cause to why I started my business. So it's very critical that we understand how we market through our warm, hot, sizzling market of people who care about us, people who love us, people who really want to feel our heart and not our lips. They don't want to be educated. They don't want to be talked about science. That's the least of their concern. All they want is your heart. Tell me you need my help, and I'll help you. Whatever you want me to buy, I'll buy, so long as it's helping you, so long as it's adding positively to your life and not taking away from you. You guys understand that? So the warm market is very critical. I do not want to be in business with these people, but I really need their support because it is going to support the cause of which I started my Boresha business. Okay? So it's very critical. I think I talked a little bit about that last time, and we will talk a little more about this tonight. Okay? Because at the end of the day, we all have people we care about, and most importantly, people who care about us. Whether it's three people or one person, like Eric. No, I'm kidding. Eric has about 1 million people who care about him. And I love that. We all have on an average at least 10 people who truly love us and care about us enough they would do anything for us. Just think about how important that is. If you tap into that hot market alone and ask them, because you need to get to goal A, I need to create a college fund account for my 3 children. One of them is already in college, and it's going to cost me about $5,000 a month because she's studying medicine, and I need your help. I need your support. I started a part-time home-based business. I'm marketing great tasting coffees and tea that are organic and natural. And by the way, they may burn fat. I heard a lot of people are burning fat too. I'd like you to support my business. I have 3 packages to choose from. Which one would you like? So when we approach it in that way, it's very easy for these people to say anything for you, honey. Okay? So we'll address more market a little bit. Number 2 is the referral market. The referral market, as we will see here in a bit, is big business. The closing ratio and penetration conversion rate in referral market is over 80%. Over 80%. Why? Because of the mutual connection that you have with that referred individual. So if I'm talking to my friend, my best friend, Marcy, and Marcy does not want to be in business with me, Marcy is pretty satisfied with whatever she's doing in her life. But because we are pretty tight, I'm going to say to Marcy, that's fantastic, Marcy. This business isn't for everybody, but I'm looking for 3 handful of customers to support my business. Who do you know today who drinks coffee or tea, knows others who drink coffee or tea, and could switch and save more money and get healthier, better tasting product? I just need a couple of referrals. Would you be kind enough and give me names, number of 2 people you know? That's all I need. And now if I get Eric, who knows Marcy, does not know me, and I call Eric, as we will see later in the script, and I introduce myself, all of a sudden Eric is going to go, yeah, Marcy. Now, here's the psychology behind it. Marcy would not dare to give me any reference or any referral of anybody whom that person does not look up to Marcy, because she does not want to humiliate herself. So she would not refer somebody to me unless that somebody looks up to and respects Marcy, which means when I phone Eric and I say, Eric, we have mutual friend, Marcy Davidson, Eric is going to go, oh, yeah. How do you know Marcy? Why? Because he loves and looks up to Marcy. Now, it's pretty easy, as we will discuss later through the script. Lastly is the cold market. I know most of us don't like it because it's cold. Sometimes it's ice cold. But let me tell you something. The vast majority of champions I know hit it cold. They really hit it cold. You know, they tap through their warm market, but we have just enough pounds, you know, of our warm market, don't we? We just know enough people. And at the end of the day, you're going to you're going to end up with no more contacts of warm people. What do you do? Well, you go cold. Well, what does that look like? We're going to talk about cold market as well. So let's take a look at the next slide now and get this show going. So what we do is in acquiring customers is always ask for referrals, as we heard earlier, and we'll talk more about that. Introduce the Be Free with Free and schedule their tasting party. So let's look at some scripts for each one of the divisions. We're going to start with a warm market customer script. Okay, so if I were to contact my dad or my best friend, let's say, John, hey, John, I've got to talk to you about something extremely important. Is this a good time? Right? So immediately I want to catch John's attention respectfully. I value and respect his private time. I'm not going to call John and impose myself, if you will, and not make sure that I'm calling at the right time. Okay, great. Listen, I need a huge favor from you. And pause. Wait for an answer. Now, this is, again, I'm calling warm, hot market, which means John, my best friend, loves me, and I love him. Simple? Very simple. So don't try to figure it out and be a rocket scientist here with me. Trust me, it works each and every time. You know, maybe not every time, but it does work the vast majority of the time, okay? So, again, it's very important that you pause, because when you when you humble yourself, if you will, and then ask somebody for a huge favor, you know, people panic a little bit internally. Uh-oh, what does George want now? What is he looking for? How can I love George, but for heaven's sake, how can I possibly help him? Right? They don't know. So when you pause, it's very critical, because now you give them a chance to say very simple things like, what can I help you with? Okay? So you continue. My family and I just launched a new business from home for the sake of building a college fund account for our 3 children who are soon about to go to college, as you know. We are in the health and wellness business now, selling healthy beverages, coffee, iced tea, and lemonade. The coffee is organic. All beverages are healthy. They taste great, and I heard that many people are burning fat too. So, John, we need your support. I have 3 options for you to choose from that will be delivered right to your doorstep. Which option would you like to support us with today? So, again, don't reinvent the wheel. Folks, I've tried this before. I've worked with a lot of distributors who built tremendous amount of residual income by building a customer base alone using this simple script through their warm market, okay? Very simple. You really don't need to reinvent the wheel. Now, is this going to happen all the time? It's going to work for you all the time? Nothing works all the time, 100% of the time. But it will work the vast majority of the time. And again, I want to say it one last time. Success truly is what works the vast majority of the time on the vast majority of the people. And you major on the major, not the minor. So if I know over 90% of the time this thing works, then, of course, what am I going to do? Just because 1 out of 10 or 2 out of 10 people, this script did not apply to, it doesn't mean I should change my ways. You got to stay the course, okay? So warm market. Let's go to the next slide now and talk about one of my favorites, which is the cold market. Again, here's the great news about the cold market. These people don't know you. They don't know anything about you. Positively or negatively, they have no idea, no clue who you are. But you can change your life starting right now. It doesn't matter what happens in the past with the cold market. You can change your life immediately, because when you have the right attitude, when you have the right spirit, when you have positive energy that glows out of your body language, and they want a piece of it. It doesn't matter what you're marketing, because you're so darn excited. You're so happy. You're so positive. You can't wait until you wake up in the morning and go share these amazing products with people, and people know whether you're full of it or not. They know whether you believe you or not. They know whether you're excited or not. They know if you're boring or not. You can't fool people. So it's very critical. This cold market truly is a gold mine, and I highly encourage each and every one of you to tap into it. So let's take a look first at the script in the cold market, okay? So this cold market could be any way you want it. As it states, it's cold. So it could be somebody I just met at Starbucks because they drink coffee and tea there, and that's what I market. It's that simple. It could be somebody I met in a library. It could be somebody from church. It could be somebody who works with me, but we don't know one another that well. It could be somebody I just met in the hotel lobby, because every Saturday, as a professional builder and customer acquisition professional, I want to go every Saturday to the marketplace, and I want to go to hotels, because at hotels, companies send their top executives and employees to go get trained and so forth. It could be a trade show. It could be a convention. It could be anything. So cold market could be anything, really, you can imagine, okay? So I met somebody, let's say I met Donna. I introduced myself. Hi, this is George. I just launched an exclusive and innovative home-based business in your area here. So tell me, who do you know that is suffering today from being overweight? That's one way. And do we have a solution to that? Absolutely, folks, make no mistake about it. You on the call right now may be fine with your weight. You may be fine, with everything, that's going on in your life. But, numbers don't lie. The vast majority of the people are not fine. They're not. It's funny, I was talking to a gal not long ago. She came into my office, and seriously, she needs some pounds. I mean, this gal was so skinny, it's pathetic. She is bony skinny, okay? She's a wife of a friend of mine. And she came in, and I didn't talk about the fat loss. All I was addressing is the fact that this is organic, it's fair trade, it's supporting farmers, because she loves missionary work, she loves making a difference in the world. So that's all I was talking about. And then she surprisingly looked at me and said, I also need to burn about 5 pounds of fat. And I looked at her, I said, what are you talking about, woman? You need 5 pounds of weight. You're too skinny. I said, no. I mean, seriously, she weighed only about 90 pounds. But even herself, she thought she needed to burn 5 pounds of fat more. Isn't that crazy? So you may think people are fine, but I'll tell you right now, most people are not fine with their weight. So there's nothing wrong with saying, who do you know who's suffering from being overweight, okay? You can approach it in a different way. You know, I'm in the coffee business, and I have certified organic, fair-traded coffee, that's temporarily roasted, that's pretty healthy. You know, who do you know who drinks coffee or tea and looking for alternatives and save some money? Who do you know who would like to drink coffee for free for life? That's organic and healthy. Tell me more, people will say. I don't care what area, what target market you want to approach, whether from a coffee standpoint, whether from free product standpoint, or whether from healthier products and that will burn the fat. It doesn't matter. Use whatever you're comfortable with is all I'm saying. This is just an idea. Okay? So let's move on. Great. I'm marketing organic coffee and tea and lemonade that are good for you and actually burn fat with over 30 years of research in each cup. Here's my online store website. A lot of people are currently burning a lot of fat and transforming their lives. Here you may want to share your own story if you've got one. Please do that. As you heard from previous conversations and trainings, that facts tell and stories sell, so please become a good storyteller. Please become a good storyteller. I love it when people call me and they start using logic, analysis, paralysis. Well, how much analysis, paralysis do you need to do on a coffee that tastes good and burns fat? You really don't need a lot of analysis, paralysis. All you need to do is show pictures before and after and tell your story, and it's a done deal. That's really it. Because truly what people want, they want your heart. They want your heart. They want to know that you've got their back. They want to know that you'll be here for them tomorrow to support them and take care of them and do the right follow-up. They want to know that they can trust you or trust in you. More, that's a lot deeper than dollars and cents. It truly has nothing to do with dollars and cents. So all I'm saying here is be yourself, have a lot of fun, be passionate, be believable, be excited, be enthusiastic, be courageous, and tell a story. If you don't have a story, share somebody else's story, and boy, oh boy, oh boy, do we have a lot of stories in this company. Okay? So let me go back to my closing statement. Here's my online store website. A lot of people are currently burning a lot of fat and transforming their lives. Let me tell you, this is what happened to me. Watch the videos, and then I'll call you to follow up. What is your contact information? Please send the video links to. Then I can send it. Okay? So it's pretty simple, right? All you want to do is tell them what you do. Who do you know? Take a look at the video. Give me your contact number and let me follow up with you. Okay? Now, that's one way. Is that the only way? Absolutely not. I may meet with somebody, and I have my thermos of beautiful Boracia coffee with me, lean coffee, and I'm drinking it, and I share it with somebody. I'll give you an example. A couple of years ago, I was in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I was there with 3 of our top distributors. And we went to a restaurant in the morning, first thing in the morning. Went to a restaurant. We wanted to get some eggs and put some food in our system. And one of the distributors knew I couldn't function properly at all unless I had my coffee with me. I got to drink my Boracia coffee. So he was very smart enough that he had thermos of Boracia pan-burn coffee brewed. So he poured coffee for each and every one of us. We went inside that restaurant. The waitress comes out, and she was very, very ill. First thing in the morning, it was about 5 o'clock in the morning, and opened up a conversation with the waitress, and she said, "Can I get you some coffee?" I said, She said, "What do you mean?" I said, I got my own coffee. She said, What do you mean you got your own coffee? Who got your coffee? I said, "It's our own coffee. We have coffee that's organic and burns fat. Look at these good-looking guys." And she started laughing. She said, "Where can I get some?" So one of the distributors went to his trunk of his car and grabbed 2 samples, and I called the waitress over. I said, "Would you do me a huge favor?" She said, "What?" I said, "Could you brew these 2 packets, put them in 24 and 24, that's about 48 ounces of water. Could you brew this for us, and 1 cup is for you?" She said, "Absolutely." And you know what? It took a lot of guts for that waitress to do that because it's really a liability. They don't know what they're brewing, and most restaurants will not allow you to do that. But she went ahead and brewed the coffee, and she drank coffee with us. And the first words that came out of her mouth, "This tastes so good. Are you telling me I don't care whether it burns fat or not? I certainly need to burn some fat, but I drink coffee all the time, and this thing tastes so good, I can drink it flat. Where can I get some?" She placed an order right there and then. You guys understand? That's a cold market. So there are so many ways to approach a cold market. You know, I was on a road trip in North Carolina with another distributor leader a long time ago, and we stopped by at a pizzeria. I love eating pizza. I love good Italian pizza. So we went inside the restaurant, and the distributor, Helen, you know, we were talking to her and I and her husband. And the waitress comes out to us and started a conversation. She had a tremendous, great personality. And, you know, I asked her how long she had been working there, you know, if she does anything else, how happy she was, is she looking for a plan B? Does she have a dream or a lifestyle that she aspires to, and she's looking for a vehicle to get her there? You know? And she said, "I'm always looking for opportunities." I said, "Great. Would you do me a favor?" She said, "What?" I said, "Here's a packet of coffee that tastes good. It's organic and it burns fat." She said, "What are you talking about? Coffee that's organic, burns fat, and tastes good?" I said, "Yeah. Could you go and brew this for us? Let's drink it together." She did. She went and brewed it. She came back, and we drank coffee together. Not only did she become a distributor, she actually reached the coordinator position in 1 week with our company. Folks, all I'm saying is cold market is a gold mine. Don't be shy, you know, away from the cold market. All you've got to do is be passionate about who you are, be passionate about this amazing, fantastic company called Boracia, and everybody in it, every leader in it today, and press forward. Be very passionate, be very excited, and let it show out there, okay? Let's talk now, next slide, which is my favorite, and that's the referral market. I love that on many grounds. Let's take a look at the script first. So if I were to call John, "Hello, this is George Najar, and we have a mutual friend. Her name is Lynn Cooper. Do you have a minute to talk?" Now, again, Lynn Cooper referred John to me. And why would Lynn Cooper refer John unless she knows for a fact John's going to say good things about her, or, you know, he's going to be receptive to whatever I say because, you know, he respects her and he looks up to her. So instantly, I got that cold lead or referral lead will become a sizzling hot lead. Okay? So the same thing. Great, thanks. I just launched an exclusive and innovative home-based business in your area. Tell me, who do you know that is suffering today from weight gain? And the same script. And all of a sudden you take that referral and you use the same script with that referral. Okay? If that person is with you one-on-one, I always love to take a sample and taste the product right there and then with them. Because when you taste it right there and then with them, it's a done deal for the most part. If you give them a sample so that they can drink it later may never come. Later, they may never come. Why? Because people get busy. People get sidetracked. People get lazy. They have stuff in their life. They have businesses. They have personal life. They have families. They have hobbies. They have sports. They have other stuff that prevent them from really doing what's important to you. That's what it's important to them. They don't know it's important to them yet. And you give somebody a sample and you never follow up and you go, "This doesn't work." No, it's not that it doesn't work. You didn't do your job right. That's all. It's not that it doesn't work. You know, you got to play the odds. And if I give somebody a sample and I say, "Hey, I'll call you later when you drink it," later may never come. Now we understand why, right? So my preference is truly, you know, to right there and then to sample the product with them because you get a much better turnout. Okay? So in acquiring customers, let's talk about a few things, FYI, food for thought to keep in mind. Number one, again, next slide. Okay? Number one, do not sell. People don't like to be sold. They don't like to be presented. They don't like for somebody to look smarter than they are. You know these people. They know you. You get to refer to them. Don't play smart. if you were before an admin employee and now you're acting like a scientist, how do you think they're going to react? They're going to say, well, prove it to me. Validate it. Substantiate it. Let me see that it works. All of a sudden, there's no need for that. Not at all. Don't sell it. Number 2, offer a solution to their problem. Offer a solution to their problem. It could be overweight. They're overweight. They could have fat here or there somewhere. They could drink. Maybe they don't drink coffee. They can't drink coffee because the coffees that they used to drink makes their stomach. It's bitter. It makes them jitter and high acidity level enough that they turn away from coffee without realizing that coffee is very healthy for the human brain and body functionalities today. Coffee is healthy for you. People don't know that. And most people can't drink it. They turn to tea and other beverages because they can't drink nasty coffees in the marketplace. And they need to know how great your coffee is. Right? So, again, whatever their problem is, it could be that they are broke and they have no money. But they love coffee and they need to burn fat. Do you have a solution to that problem? Of course you do. Because you're going to do a BC order in their home and they're going to invite friends that they love and family members and inner circle, and you're going to help them acquire at least 3 customers. You're going to get paid and they're going to get free products. Right? So offer a solution to their problem. It's never about how much. $89.99. Who cares how much? It's never about the price. It's not what you say and do to people that matter. It's how you make them feel. It's not what's important to you. It's what's important to them. So you got to ask the right questions, as we talked about last week. Ask intelligent questions. Get to know more about your audience. Find out what their needs and hot buttons are, where they're at in life today. Address those needs. Find solution to the problem. Bam. Right? So very critical. Do not sell. Offer a solution to a problem. Provide values and benefits. Okay? Then ask close friends and family members to support your goals behind your worship business, and then follow up. Following up is the key. If you have not followed up, it's funny. I talk to so many distributors, and they say, well, I've spent so much money with my Boracia business, and I have not had enough ROI. It's funny when I sit down and talk to them and trying to understand what their daily managed operation is, how they performed during their production stage through the activities that they performed throughout their days. And when I ask them the right questions, and then all of a sudden they got disgusted with themselves. Because the vast majority of people I talk to, they say, I sample products all the time. Well, that's great. And then what? Well, then I never hear back from them. So you sample products and you give people business cards and you expect people to call you? Are you kidding me right now? You have to follow up. Customers will never call you. It's not that the system doesn't work. Magic and fortune is in the follow-up. You've got to follow up. Guys, you can listen to what I'm saying to you, and it can make all the sense in the world to you, but unless you apply it, unless you put it into action, unless it starts producing results, then I'm kidding you, and you're kidding me, and we're playing around. And, we've got to go to work, and we've got to produce, and we've got to do that right now, because what we've got is so freaking amazingly powerful. We did over $70 million in sales with the wrong value proposition and the wrong people. Now we've got it all. We've got to create positive energy, produce each and every one of us individually to have for the entire team to rise, take the bar to the next level, set higher standards, and Boracia takes off. And you'll be proud, and you'll become household names. But these are the steps that we need to take right now. So next thing we want to do in retaining. This is acquiring customers. I want to talk now about next slide, which is very critical, and that's retaining customers. And that's what I'm going to end up with tonight. You can work so hard in acquiring a lot of customers. You can do such a great job. And folks, let me tell you something. I have worked for the last 25 to 30 years with some of the most fascinating salespeople on planet Earth. I've had the honor and the privilege to have worked with a lot of amazing salespeople who can sell anything to anyone, who truly care about their customers. They really are deeply in love and great passion and joy with what they market. However, here's what the majority of them, what they lack. They lack techniques and commitment and willingness and knowledge to retain their customer base that they once built. So it's not enough that you build a customer base. I've worked with a lot of Mauritian distributors who would call me and say, well, something is wrong with our products. And I say, really, why do you say that? Because I'm losing my customers, they say. I said, isn't that interesting? Okay, folks, let's talk about a few things that professionals do, and this is why they retain. They'll still lose some. I don't care how monster of a salesperson you are going to lose some. But these are a few techniques and tools, if you will, that you can use in order to retain the meeting. And folks, I'm not sharing this with you out of someplace I've read. I've put together this for you with great passion and joy and experience. You know, I've applied all these techniques myself in my sales careers. I became #1 salesperson in the country for BMW, and not because I was a great salesperson, because I had an amazing follow-up system to retain my customers. That was very important to me. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about that. #1, email and mail a thank you note for supporting your family goal by supporting your business for Asia. You know how critical that is? It's not enough that I get my sister to buy products from me for $300 a month, because $300 a month to her is nothing, because she wastes more than that on coffees and teas and sugars anyway, and weight supplement pills. Okay? So it's not a challenge for my sister to buy $300 worth of products from me. The challenge is she going to do it every month? And what do I need to do for my sister to keep buying it every single month? This is very critical. So the first step is, you email and mail. It's not enough that you email. Today, it's funny, we're like little children. We email and send text messages. No! You got to do a lot more than that, as you will see here. You got to call. They have to hear your voice. They have to feel your heart. And you send them a regular mail, for God's sake. Let's go back to the basic, okay? A thank you note. Isn't that awesome? Thank you, just to say thank you. I sent my sister a note. I'm not going to take for granted the fact that she's my sister, and because she's my sister, she's obligated to keep on buying my product. No, she's not obligated. I'm going to treat her like a customer, like a gold mine. I'm going to send her a thank you note. And in the note, I'm going to say thank you, and big, and bold. Thank you for supporting my business. Because by my supporting my business, you're supporting to build our college fund account to take my kids, your nieces and nephew, to better schools, to live a better life, and become responsible citizens in the society and add to the world. Thank you so much. Just a beautiful, from the heart. From the heart. Send a thank you note to your customers, whether it's a warm customer, whether it's a cold customer, whether it's a referred customer, it doesn't matter. You send them a thank you note. You email it and you mail it. Fair enough? Next. Call them to confirm that they have received their shipment. You, as a professional, should know. The company is based in the West Coast. If your customer is in the West, chances are, from the time they place the order or you place the order for them, they'll receive the product within 2 days. If they live in the East Coast, it's going to take a week sometimes, unless they do an overnight or 2-day delivery. So you as a professional should know all that stuff. They're your customers. You treat your customers like gold mine. So what do? If I know they're supposed to be receiving the product on Thursday, today is Wednesday, what am I going to do? I'm going to call them tonight, on Wednesday night. And I'm going to remind them, I'm going to add, hey, have you, by the way, received the product? You should be receiving the products tomorrow. And you know what? My sister is going to love me. Because you think my sister is waiting for my products? No. She could have forgotten that she actually made that purchase. She has so much stuff in her life. She's too busy. But here I am. I called and I said, by the way, you should be receiving the products tomorrow. I just wanted to call and confirm. That's all. I love you. Thank you again so much. Do me a favor. Would you like me to call and follow up tomorrow after you receive them, or would you call me? Would you call me when you receive? I just want to make sure you got them. That's all. Because I want to walk you through the first element, the first steps. How is my sister or a called customer going to feel when I do that? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I love this guy. This is the kind of person I want to take care of me. You guys understand that? So it's very critical that we make that next step, one step at a time. First, I send them a mail thanking them, because in there, it's not like I'm making them feel guilty, but I'm reminding them that you're not just buying something, you're supporting a cause. Next, I'm going to call them. Third, I'm going to educate them on the proper use and protocol of using our products and how they're going to benefit from them. Guys, it's so critical that you do that. If you're banking and counting on the company to do that for you, shame on you. It is your business. You've got to do it. The company can do enough. The company can do so much. That is your customer. And when these customers reorder and they're happy, they're going to be happier, and they're going to order more products and refer more people. They're going to get more people to buy more products because they want their products free. And all of a sudden you're making tens and hundreds and thousands of dollars every single month, whether you get up out of bed or not. Why? Because you've done your job right. Because you mean business. Because you care about your people. When you wake up in the morning, you don't have time for BS. You don't have time for the Facebook and the BS of the world. You have time for who? For your customers who pay the bill. You live one time. Live it good and live it well. And be the best you can be. So it's very critical that we do these things, educate them. Because when I call my sister after she received the product and say, by the way, here's how do you like your coffee? Great. Here's what you need to do. Brew it in a 24-ounce water. You've got to brew the entire packet all at one time. You don't have to drink it all at one time. You can keep the rest of it in the refrigerator. You can warm it up later or drink it iced coffee. That's one way to educate. And she's going to go, oh, my God. Listen, if you don't do that, how do you think your customers are going to find out? They'll never know. And I have people calling me, well, it's not working because you're not working. You're not on top of your game. Your customers are no fools. They know whether you're on top of your game or not. Have they heard from you, and how often, and what have you done? Next, remind them of your Be Free marketing website to introduce others to the products for the benefit of receiving free product for them. It's pretty cool. So make sure they have your website so that when they refer other people, hey, my son just started a business. I'm supporting him. I bought products. I want you to check them out. Here's the link. So make sure your customers know your link to your Be Free Pro website so they can start referring people to you. Next, promote the Be Free with Free to them and host their tasting party in order to get them free products for life. Very critical. I mean, if I care about these people, I care about every customer. I don't care if they're sizzling hot or cold or referral. I love all my customers equally. I'm going to treat all of them like a gold mine. I will not take shortcuts. Every day when I wake up, my daily method of operation is to call them, follow up, send them email, send them holiday cards, do this and do that, and do everything in my power so I can retain all of them, and if not all of them, the vast majority of them. That's who I work for. I don't work for the competition. I don't work for Facebook. I don't work for the TSA. Who cares about the world? This is my business that generates income to me. That's where I'm going to put my focus and attention. Okay? Next, in retaining customers, do your weekly follow-up. Okay, if weekly follow-up. People say, how often do I follow up? Well, we just talked about 5 ways to follow up, but then after they have started enjoying the products, then every week you follow up. You follow up to make sure they're enjoying the taste and the energy. that they're benefiting from losing inches, burning fat, less cravings, feeling better, etc. Answer questions and overcome any potential challenge. Here's the biggest reason why most salespeople never follow up with their customers. Fear. They're afraid. What if they have a challenge? What if they have an issue? What if they're not satisfied with the product? What if? Just fear cripples people. You've got to operate and function with faith and love. You've got to believe to receive. You can't produce. You can't become a champion if you work with fear. I'm sorry. It does not work that way. It's that simple. Acquiring customers is so much fun. I love salespeople. I love sales professionals. I love them. I love Lisa and Sandy Wagner. They're nonstop. They're amazing. They have over 100 customers. They were on the radio show for the top producer of the month last week, and Julie Miller was there too. Congratulations! I know all three of them are on the call tonight, and they're amazing, and I love them because they have guts, they have courage, they care, they want to help people get better because they know and they believe, and they take action and then they receive, and numbers don't lie. So folks, that's what it takes. Next. Always email them or at any occasion, celebration, and holiday. I call this permission marketing. Permission marketing is fascinating. I love holidays. Halloween coming up. So send these customers happy Halloween cards. So I love holidays. I can't wait for holidays. Easter is a holiday. Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving, Valentine's, St. Patrick, you name it. You have at least 20 permission holiday season throughout the year where these customers can and should hear from you. And every time they receive something from you, it validates. You care. It's a simple card that you send, but your name stays in their face, whether they're your sister or somebody you never knew. But your name stays in their face, and you become the coffee guy or the coffee girl. I love my customers. I work for my customers. They pay my bill. They pay for my dream, for my lifestyle. They pay for my children's ways and education to become better people. I love my customers. I work my butt off for my customers because they pay my bill. You guys understand that? It's very important. This is not a joke. It's not a playground. So when I go to work, I go to work because I want to do everything in my power to reach out to my customers. Are you guys with me? So all these occasion cards, my goodness, are you kidding me? Send them a beautiful Easter card. We have Thanksgiving coming up. Do you have your customer base? Do you have all their addresses? You should. What are your plans? Are they going to receive? So if you have 100 customers, that's 100 cards that are going to go out. Are you kidding me right now? Out of 100, guess how many you'll retain? At least 80%. Because they're going to love you. Okay? Next, make sure they get on AutoShip. Make sure they get on AutoShip. If they are not on AutoShip and you help them acquire over 3 customers, guess what happens? They will not receive their free products. They will not receive their free products. All of a sudden they get mad. You get mad. You call customer service. You call the headquarters. You call the home office. And George is bad. Everybody's bad. Marlon is bad. Oh, no. What happened is you forgot to remind them to do something very simple, and that's go on AutoShip. Next, ask for referrals to partner with you in building your Borisha business. This is your customers. Let me tell you something. Here's the rule behind customers. Each one happy customer will refer 7 people to you. Each one unhappy customer will refer 77 people in the whole world now with social media. That happy customers will drive your business to a whole new level, not only from a customer standpoint, but now you've earned the right because you've paid your dues, you've proved yourself, they like you, they trust you, they're comfortable with you, they trust in you, you've got their back, you've followed up, you've sent your cards, you've called up, you've done your job as a professional. Now, you've earned every right to contact them and say, now that you're happy, are you happy? Yes, I'm happy. Great. I'm looking for 2 people to help me expand my business in your area. Who do you know? Who do you know who's got courage, ambition, and desire? I just need 2 people. Go ahead. And they will help you. Customers would love to refer people only and only when they are given their wow experience. You make them feel so super duper special, it's not even funny. You put the red carpet out there. They say jump, you say how high. You guys understand? But unless you do your job right, you know, we're not going to get those results. And I'm going to end up with this, okay, from Peter Drucker. The purpose of a business is to create a customer, and you do that every single day. When you wake up in the morning, before you lay your beautiful head on that beautiful pillow of yours, what are you thinking about? You're thinking about a lot of stuff to create customers. Today, I'm going to get 1 more customer. Every single day, I'm going to get a customer today. I'm going to make somebody happy because I have some amazing products, and my customers in the whole world need to hear about it from me. I'm not selfish and self-centered. I know these products work, and they taste phenomenal. I love the infrared roast, and I love the science behind the products. I absolutely love this company, and these products are fascinating, and I owe it to the world for them to hear about these products. It's not about how much money I'm making. It is about the fact that it's going to make a difference in somebody's life, and I'm going to change one person's life today and every single day. And when you do that and you help a lot of people get what they want, and you stop the madness and you stop worrying about money and dollars and cents, and you help a lot of people see the value and benefits, everything will change positively in your life. You'll get a lot of customers, and when you get a lot of customers, we know the dollars, you'll start making a lot of money. And if you duplicate that within your organization, and we all do that as leaders within this company will become one of the finest organizations on planet Earth. With that said, thank you so much. God bless you, and have a great night, and happy selling. See you, Team Oregon, here soon, and see you all well over the top. Good night.